This is Universal Studios, one of the largest and busiest motion picture and television studios in the world. Join us on our guided tour and see how the excitement and magic of movies are created. Our glamour tram is loading, and we're about to set out on a journey into fantasy and adventure. Our tour guide is Julie. Here's a good bird's eye view of Universal's fabulous back lot, where we're going to get a close-up look at what goes on behind the scenes in Movieland. What's that blocking our path? I guess we must be filming up here.
Foolish humans, you have blundered into a Cylon battle zone. You are now our prisoners. Move forward immediately.
I really don't think we should go inside that spaceship. On second thought, maybe we should.
This group of very strange-looking Earth creatures has been captured while attempting a sneak attack on our battleship.
Foolish mortals, your fate is sealed. What is the standing order of your imperious leader?
By your command, the total extermination of the life form known as man.
Our position here has been discovered. More humans may follow. Prepare for liftoff.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
In the name of the 12 colonies of man, I demand the release of the humans. Get out of here. I'll be all right.
Thanks to our brave colonial warrior, we've just survived the Battle of Galactica. It's not every day that you need to be rescued from alien invaders firing laser guns. Hey, there's a house on fire! Actually, it isn't really burning. The flames are real enough, of course, but no part of the house will ever catch fire. It's just a good example of movie special effects, and only one of many we're going to see on our studio tour. We're headed down to Universal's front lot, among the huge sound stages where indoor filming is done. There are 35 of these giant buildings here. The largest is about the size of a football field. But our first stop is a small bungalow. The lady won a whole shelf full of Academy Awards during her illustrious career. For over 40 years, Edith Head was the movie's foremost costume designer. Fashions from several of her films, including The Sting, are on display, and we've reconstructed her design studio here. Our next stop is the special effects stage, presented by Eastman Kodak Company. This is where the magic really starts, and you'll see how important imagination is in the making of a motion picture. Back in the 30s, when both movies and audiences were a little less sophisticated than they are now, a model like this was used for Buck Rogers' spaceship. It sailed through the galaxy, trailing sparks and smoke, and everyone was sure this was what the craft should look like. In Battlestar Galactica and other recent space adventure films, the hardware was a lot more sophisticated. Nobody's ever seen a dinosaur, but these highly detailed models are built on articulated frameworks so they can be moved and filmed, one frame at a time, in a very convincing prehistoric fight scene. But realism isn't always the goal of the special effects people. Sometimes they just like to surprise us. In his comedy extravaganza 1941, director Steven Spielberg made extensive use of elaborate miniatures like this amusement park, with its hundreds of tiny light bulbs. After some complex optical work in the laboratory, the model of this craft will appear to glide through the depths of space. Only in the more recent versions of his adventures did Buck Rogers travel in such first-class fashion. Our actors here, by the way, are members of our own tour group. Back on board the Glamour Tram again, we resume our tour of the studio. We travel right through the main prop warehouse. It's over an acre in size and contains more than 5 million props, the largest collection in the industry. This is the back lot, where we do much of our exterior filming. Here on Brownstone Street, many movie scenes of city life have been shot, including Lady Sings the Blues and The Sting, which won the Oscar for Best Picture in 1973. Nearby, New York Street stood in for Los Angeles in Earthquake, and for East Berlin in Torn Curtain. It was New York in the 20s in Thoroughly Modern Millie.
We interrupt this tour for a special bulletin. There's an enraged beast loose on the streets of New York.
No, we have to go down and help them. Behind us, where? I don't see him. No, where? Oh my God!
to the Universal Studios special effects people, King Kong has spared our tram, and we can now return to our regular tour.